Alright, it's Lord Friendship here finally with part 5 of the Bob video guide. Today we'll be talking about the level Tip of the Spear. The first Bob on this level, number 27, is one of the easiest Bobs to find. After you've cleared out the first group of enemies at the mission start, get in the Warthog after kicking out the gunner. If he gets back in, just kick him out once more and drive off quickly before he does it again. Drive up this ramp, but do not try to run over the Bob. If you go fast enough to run him over, you'll usually just end up missing him entirely and flying off the edge. As you saw, it's better just to speed at him and jump out while the Warthog is still in motion. If you do it right, he'll duck down, leaving him vulnerable long enough to land an easy assassination or beatdown. He will occasionally go into armor lock, which is another good reason to avoid running him over. If he does this, just wait it out and then land an assassination. Enemy armor lock in campaign appears to have no EMP effect, so don't worry about him taking down your shield. Now, Bob 28 requires some explanation. When I began searching this level for Bobs, I noticed that about once every 5 playthroughs, no Bob would appear to spawn. This happened quite a bit, and I tried a bunch of different strategies to get some undiscovered Bob to spawn, but no luck. I posted an open letter to Bungie asking if they knew anything about it. Luckily, Bungie employee Urk responded and even got Reach's lead mission designer Niall Sankey to look into the issue. He explained that we had not identified one Bob spawn point in the mission where Bob should have a 25% chance of spawning. I put out a request for people to search Tip of the Spear for the missing Bob on several websites, but even after a long search, nothing was found. Then a known Halo modder provided the spawn coordinates of all Bobs for this level, even what appeared to be the missing Bob. I'm not going to name him specifically, it isn't hard to find out who he is anyway, but he did provide some evidence that he knew what he was talking about and even has a YouTube channel devoted to Halo mods. In any case, the other spawn points he provided checked out, as it was possible to verify them using Reach's PanCam. The missing Bob should then spawn here, which is on the cliff edge near the second Tyrant anti-air gun. If you need more context, here's a zoomed out shot of the area. So why doesn't this Bob spawn? After many attempts to get the Bob to spawn, I have to say it's probably just a glitch. The Bob does not even spawn briefly and then despawn. No matter what, the Bob doesn't show up. I hate to say it, but it seems that Bob 28 is glitched in such a way that he can never be killed. If you can provide proof of a way to get the Bob to show up, let me know and I'll provide a link or make a brief video explaining it. All 3 of the remaining Bobs in this level function normally and appear at the final Spire area after the Falcon ride. Bob 29 is in the rocks, almost directly ahead of where you crashed. Now, if you're not careful, George will shoot this Bob, causing him to flee. As you can see, he'll run directly away and then either go to the left or the right. Here he goes to the left. Furthermore, the Bobs here have a very short despawn timer, so you have to move quick. These Bobs are also unique in that they carry fuel rod cannons, which makes a direct confrontation on Legendary almost impossible. Niall Sankey actually pointed out something very interesting in his response, in that these 3 Bobs at the end of the level are actually the same Bob with multiple spawn locations. Nonetheless, I'll provide a strategy for each spawn point. The best way to get this Bob is to pick off the skirmishers, jackals, and grunts around him from behind these 2 trees. He has his back to you, so as long as you don't shoot him, he'll stand perfectly still. Don't worry about the enemies closer to you. If you leave them alive, they'll keep George occupied long enough for you to surprise Bob. Once the area is relatively clear, sprint up. I highly recommend that you grab a plasma pistol, as the noob combo is a surefire way to take him out. When you're close enough for a clear shot, go for it. He'll start running when you get close to him, so don't spend too long searching for that plasma pistol. Like before, Bobs require an overcharged plasma shot plus a DMR round to take down the shield, and then a headshot. Bob 30 spawns far to the left from where you crash. Again, if you open fire on this Bob too soon, he'll quickly take off and you'll have almost no chance of catching him in time. Here you can see his route to the right. Sometimes he'll duck into various caves and things, making Bob even harder to track down. It's easier just to take him down from a distance with the all-powerful noob combo. Clear the first group of enemies. Don't worry, Bob won't disappear unless he's attacked or you get too close. Grab a plasma pistol and a needle rifle if you're low on DMR ammo. Then run over to this rock and find a good vantage point. Then you want to try a long distance overcharged plasma shot. He won't move until he's hit, so you have plenty of time to line it up. You need to aim a little low, as you can see. Close the gap if you want and follow up with some precision rounds. If you land a headshot, it's an easy kill. The fifth and final Bob for this level spawns where the shield generator nearest the cliff is in Invasion. It's easiest to approach him by taking the cave far to the left where Bob 30 was. You can do a little hop to see if he's there. Once you've verified his location, you need to sprint up as fast as you can. There's no good way to take out this Bob from a distance, so your best bet is to move as quickly as you can and hope that he doesn't see you. If you sneak up on him successfully, you can land an easy kill. I would strongly recommend that you do not try an assassination. This Bob's despawn timer is so short, he'll often disappear in the middle of the animation. As always, I'd like to thank the folks at SGP and HBO for all their help. I'd also like to thank all the people who dedicated time to searching this level for the missing Bob. Feel free to follow the link in the description to the official Bob video guide thread where you can see videos for every Bob so far in the game. Stop by next time where I'll show you how to get all 5 elusive Bobs on the level Long Night of Solace. Unfortunately, Bungie is removing the file share and rendering functionality from their website at the end of the month, so I won't have full run no-death legendary films in my file share for the remaining videos. However, I do plan on completing the Bob video guide, and I will provide strategies and clips for how to get each Bob on legendary.